Generic greetings, and welcome back to Train Mechanic Simulator. Insert generic date format here, otherwise known as 2017. Today's beverage is quite refreshing. It's, let me get this right. It is apple, elderflower, and raspberry still juice drink. It suggests serving it still, so without carbonation, and cold. Now, I've just got this room temperature because I left it out. I didn't have it in the fridge, but I've been a bit of a maverick and used a handheld spritzer type device to give it some carbonation and some fizz, and it's actually much tastier. Very, very nice. Anyway, I like trains, and I featured this game about a week ago as of the time recording, and a lot of people seem to like it. They seem to enjoy a game about fixing trains, so I thought, you know what, we'll jump back on it. This is the train we have in at the moment. Actually, it's not a train, it is a locomotive or an engine, and other things that people did suggest in the comments, but yeah, a train is like the full thing, so this with all of the tenders on the back and the cars and stuff, that is the train. But anyway, it's got something wrong with it, and if we look on our manual we can see that it appears that the brake system is damaged. Find the cause of the defect and make repairs. So let's have a quick look at this motor truck, and we will go over to testing mode, which is number 3. So we'll test the hydraulic brakes. Actually, we'll test the brake lines first. We don't know what part is broken on it, or even if it is this part. That's a hydraulic shock absorber. There is shock absorber. That's a thing. It's not a thing. It sounds like I've got a cold, but I haven't. It could be any part of this thing here. So one of the arms. I don't even know whether it's the front or the back. It doesn't specify which. That also looks a bit rusty to me. Is that okay? No, the wheel axle is completely broken. Is that one of the parts that it says could be there? Okay, it is just the wheel axle part according to that. So yeah, that's it. Really? Okay. The brake system is damaged. But that is the culprit, apparently, that. So, how does one remove this? Let's go to disassembly mode and click on that, and you have to take a lot of things off. So, the engine mounting and everything else. So, yeah, you would sort of expect that. I mean, if this thing was just ready to fall out the bloody train, you wouldn't want it. The engine, train, locomotive. Yeah, you wouldn't really want that. You pretty much want it fairly secure. How do you take the drive gear off? Oh, you have to take the drive bearing, is it? No, it's like a coupling, and there we go. These just pull off, and we will zoom out, and we'll have to pull. Oh god, we're gonna have to take half the. Chassis off, right? So we'll pull these bits off, and then hopefully this will come off, which it does with 2 massive bolts, which you would expect holding this thing on, and then go over to this side. This one is going to come off the damper. There we go. And then finally this thing here with, again, 2 massive bolts. And then that should allow us to take the wheel off. And it does not, because we've got a brake caliper. Oh god, don't say I have to take half of the brake apart. And no, just 1 bolt. And then finally that'll be the other brake caliper on the other side. And are we reet? We're reet. There we go. Right, so let's have a quick look at our part. And we can see that we've got... this here, 14,000, the wheel axle, and 100% chance to repair. So what we'll do is, that was a bit weird. Did it show like a different symbol there? I thought it did for a second. Anyway, we'll go repair that, yes, and it's 14 grand to do that. What I was going to do, actually, I was going to open my tablet and see how much one would cost. So we'll go to mechanical parts, and it would be the, what was the actual full name of it? Hang on, it was the wheel axle. So, wheel, and we'll search for that, filter that. 21 grand. See, we did the right thing by repairing it. Pretty much you are best repairing things, to be honest with you, when you can, especially if you've got 100% repair rate. There's no real reason why you would not repair it if you've got 100% success rate, because it just goes to 100%. As I said in my preview, I like the game. It is an interesting... It's more about the subject matter rather than the moment-to-moment play, because it can get a bit repetitive at times, but you know what? I do enjoy it. It's quite relaxing. It's not exactly a stressful game having to do some like Twitch shooting or other things like that. It's just a nice relaxing game about repairing a train. But it is fairly tasking. But yes, it would be nice if you had more choice in the thing. If you could risk repairing different things. But alas, it is what it is. And like I say, I do enjoy it. So no harm, no foul, really, is it? So pretty much completed here, and then this will be one of the last trains we have to sort. I believe we do have a Do we have one more? But I believe it's stuck somewhere on the line, so we're going to have to do the driving thing. That should be a boot right. Let's have a quick look. And I think it's finish order. Yes, there we go. So, the engine will roll out. There we are. So, income is 5 grand. Bonus is 5 grand. Bonus for low cost. And we got 2 grand in total. Excellent. So, let's have a quick look at our jobs. Job order number 7. Locomotive stopped somewhere on the tracks, cannot move. Appears that there's a problem with the traction motors. We will accept that. Must be towed to the workshop to do repairs. So we have to enact repairs on this thing, so let's do just that. Leave the garage? Yes. So we have to find it first. And the job order will tell us roughly where it is on the map. It'll give us a grid. So it'll give us like C6, B7, J1277. Don't think it goes that far, to be honest with you. I think it's just 1 to 9. So, find the damaged locomotion in A4. Okay. Locomotive. So, it's in A4, so it's this bit here, but it's all the way to the left. So, as you can see here. So, the best thing is to probably go around and this way. Alright, so let's do just that. So, we'll go forward and we will make sure that we'll be able to switch the points. And that point didn't switch properly. That point is switched, as you can see. Yes, there we go. And then that's the one we need to do. Right, so I'm going to speed up to max speed, or in terms of power, rather. And we'll see if we actually break the engine. I know someone did say about this derailing, and I think I mentioned it in the last video that actually derailing this thing is impossible. You can't do it as far as I'm aware, but it would be nice to at least try and see what we can do. But oh yeah, do you see how sharp that was? There's no way to derail this. Not that I want to derail this, you understand. My objective is not to do that. It is simply to get there as fast as possible. There you go. But anyway, flying through all these nice little areas, some nice trees and houses and some sort of, I think that's like a weighbridge of some kind. But yeah, there we are. And then we'll go down here. We're going to go past the East Mountain Station. Are we coming up to that? No, but we're coming up some... Oh, God, that's some wiggle on it there. I actually recently caught the second half of... I think it's... Was it Unstoppable? It's the train film with Denzel Washington and Captain Kirk. What's he called? Chris Pine? I think it's Chris Pine. It's a Tony Scott film about a train. Is it called Unstoppable? I think it's Unstoppable. Anyway, it's about a train that ends up just powering up and going because of reasons that I won't spoil because it's in the film. But yes, that's and it's about them trying to stop it and whatnot. And I actually really like it. I like Tony Scott films. They seem to be very bombastic and over the top, but nevertheless quite fun. Right, so I'm going to have to stop the train and... actually, no, that way... No, that way... No, we're going to have to go back over. Okay, I actually going to stop this because we need to go that way, you see. But I was heading towards the left, which is something I don't want. So that way once more. Brakes, come on, burn the block out. There we go, and forward again. So flip the points over and then down this way, and we should be able to get this thing, and we'll probably be able to use the crane as well, which is going to be a nice thing. By the way, we've got a horn. Oh, that's exactly how I expect a horn. Can you hold it? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Right. So, brakes. Slow down, just gently creep into it, and press X to start crane mode. Probably should have pulled a little bit further forward, but anyway. So we will have this go up, and we will extend it, and we need to... How do we get the thing down again? It is, I think, those keys. Yes, it is. Okay. So, lowering the crane down. Why is it always raining as well when we're doing this? It's a bit of a nightmare. Bringing this right down like so. And we'll press C to attach the hook. And then we will hopefully not break the train. We want to go up like so. We can't. We're going to have to winch the thing in. Oh, jarring it about a bit. And do that. There we go, we've got this all lifted up now, and then we'll swing to our left. And then obviously we'll attach this on the back of the crane. Oh, look at that. That's fairly close. Ooh, we're going to be okay though, I think. I think we're going to be just about right. Although, to be fair, we're going to have to rotate it. I did say in the last video that you don't have to rotate it. But it looks like you do, and I think it is stuck on something. There we go. And rotate it a little bit more, and then down. Surely that's right. Oh, come on, that's on, surely. Down. Down. No, it's not on the rails. It's like when you have a toy train set as a kid, and getting the thing back on is a nightmare. Actually, wait, is this just a case of it's the wrong way? Yeah, I think it is. I think I have to turn it all the way around, which is daft because we're towing it back anyway, so, oh well. Yeah, it shows on the right-hand side, you can see the conditions the train will reattach. Actually, did that say reattach? I can't see because my recording software FPS is over the top. Something or other. Anyway, spin it round. And you can see the angle's changing. So the height's fine, the distance is fine, and the angle is getting there. And let go of the key, and whoosh, there we go. So it sort of snaps onto it. So we need to head back and tow it to the diesel train depot, which we know is down there. So probably best going this way. We could go all the way around this lake and then back over, but I think we'll go the scenic route, so this way. So village on the lake is our next point, which we need to change, which we've now done. And then we will follow this across, and west centre is the one we need to change as well, which will be this one, but I don't think we're in range of that. Yes, there we go, and then that changes to the left, and then it's south centre, which we don't have any choice because it'll just go straight in. And then finally we will there we go, look, towing that. That's very nice, very good, very nice. Lots of trees. Yeah, so towing this along, and we'll get to North Station, probably go around North Station. And you can see most of these points are actually in the position where I want them. You can see they're in green. So that shows the way I actually already want them. Oh, that was a bit of a sharp turn, wasn't it? Oh, look at that. There's all, like, freight. It's a freight car. It's got loads of, like, freight containers in the back and cargo containers. Cool. So, yeah, this orange line shows where we're going to go. And this is going to be a tight corner. Are you ready? This is going to be very sharp. And... oh, smooth as Egyptian whiskey. Right. By the way, I've never had Egyptian whiskey. It's just a joke from Red Dwarf Season 7, I believe. Right, so we'll go around here and this way. Yeah, so we're going to go to where we need to go. I know this might put some people off the speed in which this is going, but there's no reason not just to go max speed. If they change it so you had to drive it properly, then I don't know whether that would be more tedious. I think if it is more tedious, it's down to the rest of it being bad design rather than anything else. You know, it should be. If it's a simulator about driving trains, then obviously it should be interesting. But to be fair, this isn't. It's a simulator about repairing trains. So you know what, I can forgive them a little bit. So there goes the train, goes in. Now we've got some nice guitar riffing going on, just like the I don't know why do certain shows have this. Like, I always associate this sort of random guitar and drum beat with like American Chopper and those sort of things, where it's just like, okay, so we're going to attach some handlebars, and just start rocking the AC/DC and stuff. No, we don't need that. Find the cause of the defect in the traction motors. Yep, okay, so there's some motors that are... oh, yeah, that's broke. Okay, yeah, there's some braking going on there. Testing mode, so we're going to test that, which is broke. We're going to test that, which is broke. That, which is broke. And the motor itself is... oh, fine, okay. So what else is broke? 1, 2... is it that? Then we'll check the mountings. Nope, the mountings are fine. Those look okay. Let's... there's still one bit that we haven't found, so we'll have a quick... look around, and everything seems to be okay. What I'll do is I'll go back here, and maybe this part is broke. No, that seems fine with me. That seems fine to me. Okay, I'm guessing it is just this one then. What else could it be? I'll check the wheel. That's fine. Chassis itself will probably be fine. These motors, I think they're all fine, you know. I can't see any other rust anywhere. Yes. Maybe there's a part that we can't see. Ah, yes. Yeah, there's a shaft there. Okay, that's fine. Right, so we found all of the bits that we need to remove. So this bit, we'll disassemble that bit. Oh, we need to take that off first. Then this bit, and this bit, and then this bit. This bit. This bit. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to take the mountings off first. Okay, fine. So this is the last listed diesel train in my work orders. I assume, however, that there will be more, but I'm hoping we move on to. I'm guessing it's going to be an electric train. I think they're going to save the steam engines till later on. I'm very interested in trying that out. Although, no, this can't be the very last diesel, because we've only worked on this bit. We haven't worked on the engine, and I would assume that the engine is going to be a big part of it as well, because you can go out and mess around with that one. There's that removed. And then this coupling, which... How come that doesn't come off? Is there a bracket? Oh, there is a bracket. It's there. Okay. A lot of bolts here. I should probably go ahead and upgrade my spanner so it's a bit better, but... well. I think we'll be okay. And finally the cover comes off, and... Is that broke? That's fine then. So that should be everything, technically. 4 parts. We should have 4 parts. Yeah, it's all okay. Right, so this will be in, I'm guessing, electric, and... No, wrong workbench. Okay, so apparently repairing parts of the electric motor is not electric, whatever. So electric motor cover, we'll repair that, no problem at all. Doesn't take too long at all. Same for this, but that's a 15% chance to repair the drive gear, so we're not going to do that. The motor shaft is very easy to repair. It's job done. There we go. And the mounting is the same, 100% chance. And it's just the drive gear. It's a 15% chance to repair, and it's going to cost me 42 grand. Yet if I go to mechanical and drive and filter that out, drive gear is 46 grand. So we're just going to buy a new set of drive gear out, but it's going to cost a lot. It's just, it is what it is. What I'll do is go my parts then, and this drive gear I'll sell that and get a little bit of money back, because why not? And then we'll start putting the motor back on. And there we go. Go back down. And then we want this thing on. Which all this just seems to clamp together, which is fine. And then we've got different mounting brackets as well. Look, these mounting brackets are universal. Usually we had 3 brackets, and there's no polarity to worry about. There's no things we need to worry about in terms of like what goes on where and how it connects on. I mean, this train is a bit rusty, but to be fair, you know, I'm guessing all trains are a bit rusty, especially old workhorses that go along dirty tracks. Like if they're going, like, if they're pulling like big piles of, pulling like, I don't know, 20 cars full of coal and stuff like that. I'm guessing they will be, because you'll get bits dropping off, especially if it's used heavily for freight. So this should be one of the last sections. This is where I realise I've put the wrong part. I've put the parts on in the wrong order, and then I need to take this back off to fit something else on. That might actually be the case now that I think about it. Please no. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. I was gonna say no, please no. I don't want to put it all back together like that again. That should be it. And finish order. There we go. Job done. Excellent. Straight out the door. So. Total of £1,000. Did get some bonus, but that wasn't very well paying, that one. But we did get to drive the train, so that was useful. Right, what have we got on our work order now? Job order number 8. We received locomotive that has problems running uphill. It appears that the problem is in the main engine. Ooh, right then. Shall we have a mess around with the engine? Actually, that's not the wrong term. Let's not say mess around. So engine parts are damaged, and make the necessary repairs. So we can look at this, and you can see, ooh, look, it's very tasty, very, very nice. And we can look at the center, and that's where the engine is. Nothing at the back here, but you can go there. And can we turn the... We can actually turn the body off. We're going to click on the engine, though. And there you go. We can see We have a... Is that a 16-cylinder engine? It is a 16-cylinder. It looks like 4 banks of 4 arranged in a V. So it's a V16 engine. Fair enough. Right, so we will go to testing mode, and we can immediately see that there's a problem with this part. Yep, that valve cover is broke. And... oh my god, look at the complicated bits in there. That is... yeah, there's a lot of parts under there that are fairly broken, or at least look a bit rusty to me. What I'll do, I'll check around the rest of the engine. It looks like they're okay. The crank's okay, the combustion chamber and the pistons and the flywheel seems to be okay. What we'll do is we'll remove this bit, because we know this is broke, and then, yeah, there you go. We can see a lot of parts that are a bit rusty. Although, testing these, it does seem to be okay. So we'll zoom in, and we can see that there's a fuel... what's that? A fuel hose connector that looks a bit dodgy. That one looks a bit dodgy. And that one looks a bit dodgy, which... does go correctly. Yeah, that bodes well. Ah, there we go. So we've got all 4. So that bodes very, very well for us. So we'll go to disassembly once more, and then we'll remove that. We'll have to remove this little wire. Hang on. Just pull that wire off. And then that one. And then this one. It shouldn't take too long to get rid of these. So. There's some detail in this engine. I do like that. Cool. And then over down here. Zoom in even further. Ooh. Put the camera inside of the engine. Right, so, shall we try and repair this? I think we shall. So this will be mechanical, I would assume. And the valve cover is 100% chance we can repair that. Yes, no problem. And then these things, you can see, are on 4% with wrong workbench. So that'll be in... I'm guessing it'll be in... hang on, what would it be in then? In hydraulics? Right, apparently it's hydraulics. For a fuel hose connector. I'm not even going to question it. I mean, you know, there will be some pressure involved, but it's not what you would typically class as a hydraulic system, surely. Oh, I don't know. It's valves, after all. Maybe. So, back to installation mode. There we go. Put all these in. Obviously, we've just repaired them. We haven't bothered to buy new ones. There's no need, really. And then all of these wires to go on as well. And then we'll put the cover on, and then hopefully it'll run okay. So yeah, I was right what I said earlier on, that it can't be the end of the diesel stuff because we haven't had to mess around with the engine yet. And then finally the cover. And there we go. That should be it. So we will get it done. There you go. And even more money, which I haven't spent. That was quite quick. That was very, very fast turnaround. Excellent. I'm assuming it takes longer on a real engine. If I say assume, I know. So income 750, bonus 750, and then a bonus for low cost £1,000. So that's all about repairing. It's not a difficult thing to figure out. If you can repair it, repair it. If you can't, then don't. Work order, there are, oh god, several. We've got 9, 10, 11, and 12. So fuel tank leaky. This is brake system failure. This is engine runs too loudly. And grey smoke rising at one of the suburban stations. So that'll be engine related, that'll be engine related, that's brake, and that's the fuel tank. And we haven't actually altered the, or messed around with the fuel tank. Actually, you don't want to mess around with the fuel tank. But this is just saying the fuel tank is a bit broken. So is it actually as simple as this? We'll go to testing mode, and is the fuel tank just broke? Yeah, okay. So we'll just go to disassembly, and we'll just disassemble the entire fuel tank. What, this compressed air tanks? Well, that comes off. And then the fuel tank. Wow, okay, really? Is that simple? Not even any bolts holding it on, apparently. That's interesting. That is really weird looking at that Ghost Train. Is Ghost Train a really crappy film? Don't know. Sounds like one. This will probably be in hydraulic, surely. Fuel tank. No, wrong workbench. So, mechanics. Fuel tank is 100% chance. £6,000 to repair. Yes, there we go. So, we've just patched the fuel tank up, essentially. That's all it is. And then we will go on clicky. You're clicking on the fuel tank even though it's not there. Installation mode, shove that on. We'll spin over to this side, then put those on. And that is really just easy money, to be honest with you. Yeah, that was quite easy indeed. I know the tasks will be coming up eventually where it'll be take the entire engine apart to get into the very bowels of it, because there's one screw or one little circlip or maybe one piston ring that you need to change, and it's right in the center of the thing. Anyway, there's loads of other jobs. We're on, this is 9 to 12 and out of 25, so it looks like there's 25 for I would assume just the diesels, and then you've got electric, and then what you call it as well, electric and steam. But anyway, we're going to leave it there because we've repaired a lot of trains and I think we're about done. By all means, if you want to see more of this, let me know in the comments and I'm more than happy to feature it. Like I say, I'm enjoying it. As much as it is quite a simple game, it's quite relaxing and enjoyable. Links in the description so you can check it out yourself. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.